Morena koutou katoa. New theme this week, sex. Sex number one, and let's talk about sex. So this kaupapa is about understanding the traditional place of sex in Māori society. And there have been a number of people that have requested over at least 18 months now on this kaupapa. So I thought, okay, it's probably time to share a bit on sex. And so the most common word for sex is ai. And ai is the origin of the word ngai, as in the name that starts off for tribe, like ngai, tahu, and other names, and then ngā ati. So ati is the result of sex. And so ngāti and ati, which are also the names of tribes, and therefore the origins of sex. And it's quite straightforward, really. You've got to have sex to make babies and therefore make a tribe. But also the place of sex traditionally, it was a common thing. It was never taboo. But also there were a number of different things where we recognised the reproductive organs, and we had processes to celebrate the male and female, what's generally known as private parts today. And we would do that to recognise the importance of reproduction. And so sex, there's so many names that you can refer to when it comes to sex. There's mahimahi, and mahimahi is an interesting one because, you know, as people are learning the language, they'll often use the word mahi for work, and then they'll try and emphasise it, and they'll mistakenly say mahimahi, and they'll often get funny looks from some people because it's a common mistake that people will go mahi when they're trying to emphasise the word mahi, when actually mahi means you're doing the deed. Then there's ekeeke, which is a literal translation of going on top, either sex, either gender. Then there's mapumapu, which is the movement, and then a whole range of others, mahi, tamariki, etc. And what I'm going to be talking about over the next few weeks, or a couple of weeks at least, is just the different places of sex, or the place of sex in our traditional society, to help clear tapu, to then demystify this taboo nature which was as a result of Christianity. And then there's a whole range of songs, whether they're haka, waiata, ngiri, everything there, where it's just very open and quite graphic. And so I'll be talking about those things, as well as how we normalise the place of sex and our bodies as we go forward, because we've been taught to cover up, but then when we go on, so we've been taught to cover up, and women have got to cover themselves on the marae, which is all Christian stuff. It's not Māori at all, but that's the way our old people were raised. They were forced into a different place, and so I get that. But then we go onto the stage, onto kapahaka, and we're almost naked again. So there's a space for us to have this conversation, and as we have this conversation, it's about how do you find comfort in the groups that you work with, and the groups that you live with, and also working with those of the older generations, so that you can get through the peril of whakamā. Because the peril of whakamā is a stigma that's been passed on to us, and we've married it, we've fallen in love with it so much that it's not helpful at all. But kāti ake, that's I number one, sex number one, and let's talk about sex. Okay, kāti ake, tēnā koutou, kia ora katoa tātou.